Hello everyone and welcome back to this next episode on the TekTopia server. I am here in spawn because a little incident happened. The last server got deleted and yep, so here we are in technically season 3-ish. But yeah, so we're back in spawn. It's still as lovely as always. But yeah, so let me go ahead and go get some stuff. Is this it? Hang on, let me figure out how to get this stuff again. Aha, I totally know how all this works. Kit startup. Cool. Again, I think that might just be for this particular server. I don't think it's going to be something that is added to the mod, but you never know. I don't know. We'll find out. So let's go ahead and get started. I have an idea actually already of where I want to go. This is a different seed than last time, but a little birdie gave me a tip and I want to go check it out. Aha! We have found it! We have arrived in our new home in the extreme hills! And look at that. It's lovely! It's a wonderful little overhang. And fortunately, the mods have told me that there are no other signs of life nearby, so I am free and clear to build here. So, what I have done is made myself a box, and I have, mostly except for that top section up there, lit up the inside of this lovely little cave. I'll probably dig it out a bit more, and then we'll figure out what to do with that. I'm thinking maybe we have some surface level caves, that way when we get our druids going, then they can druidificate and do all sorts of fun stuff here. So yeah, I have my box, I have my pillar to mark where essentially where the town hall's gonna go. And yeah, I'm gonna work on getting some more different kinds of wood. So here we go, dark tree, give me some more saplings. I have a friend who, well actually Stina is going manage to acquire some jungle saplings, so we're going to do a little bit of trade once we are able to do that. So the other thing is, because the last server ended so unexpectedly and Tango felt super bad about it, he decided to give us the option of having a little bit of a booster kit to get us back to where a lot of people were. I mean, I didn't get super far, but at the same time, hopefully this will help us get moving a little bit quicker. So let me do kit boost. Actually, let me get rid of stuff in my inventory first. Yeah, let's make another chest. Go back. You just get right there. Okay, put stuff, because I don't remember exactly what's going to be in here, so we'll find out. Oh, and there we go. Let's see. Kit boost. Well, thank you. Wow. Wow. Okay, yeah, let's get started and do some stuff. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've made some progress, and mostly in the whole, like, wood chopping thing. I started rebuilding the town hall again. I'm not sure if I actually want it right here. Currently, I have been racking my brain trying to think around this area as opposed to the flat plains that we were on last time. So, as we were doing that, I noticed a couple of nomads came in, and this guy happened to have a decent starting level. So now, oh wow, he's already up to 24. I think he was like 18 when I first found him. So I decided to go ahead and make a hole in the wall briefly and get myself the requisite lumberjack and farmer. So I have this little bit of this little plot right here. Looks like she's level 12 now. And I made another one down here just for the time being. This is just so I can hopefully start getting some emeralds going. You know, obviously I won't be getting very much, but at least it'll be a start. And these guys are left over from earlier. The only thing is I really need to keep an eye on these guys because this area is not completely lit up, and yeah, I'd rather not lose my first villagers. I'm trying to encourage my woodcutter to go over here. Oh yeah, that grew over there. He likes these trees over here, which is fine because it's really not too far. So I need to continue lighting up this area. I apologize for the torch spam, but that is what it is. So we're going to keep building. I'm currently thinking about sticking with the same style of building that we had before. I don't know exactly where I'm going to put the town hall. Yeah. The other idea I've had is Stina and I have kind of thought of this area as sort of an amphitheater, because in a way that's kind of what it looks like. It has the kind of these little terraced areas that I've adjusted just a little bit, and then kind of almost a little stage right here. So I might build this out just a little bit so it's a little bit more prominent, and I'm thinking I might actually make these terraces a little bit more uniform, move the town hall, and make all this area out here farming and trees, fenced off, safe, all that kind of stuff, and then build more stuff inside and kind of on the face of the mountain. So I was thinking maybe I can build some facades more or less on the outsides of these walls, and build some staircases that will go up to each of those, and then actually like dig into the mountain. Because here, okay, I do have my elytra on. Let me show you what it looks like around, if I can take off. Aha, there we go. Around this mountain. So I have some desert over there, so I can get some glass if I need. So we have this part of the mountain right here. We have plains down here, so I have sheep galore. I've also marked out the corners where my base is. You can kind of see that right now. And then the other neat spot is kind of right here, which almost is very similar. And I'm thinking about seeing if I can dig to this little whole area right here, and then maybe make another area for something. I'm not exactly sure what, but we'll find out. I have all of this area over here to play with as well. And yeah, so it goes all the way over... Where's my boundary? Over here. Yeah, like right over here. So, oh, right there. There's the torches. So yeah, my plot is quite large. Like, I can build all the way out to here. So we can do something with this island if we wanted to. Maybe build some bridges, and yeah, we have all sorts of housing anywhere. And yeah, we'll get this figured out. And we once again have a town hall. There's a couple little details that I still need to do, mostly the corners. Hi Marvin, I see you back there. But yeah, so we have that. I'm gonna go ahead and tear down this rinky-dink little box, and we will get working on our storage area, which we actually didn't get to last time. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put it in this central area right here, just so that way we can build around it and it's accessible to all of our lovely, lovely villagers. So while I've been working, I added one additional farmer. Let's see, what level are you right now? Well, the farmers are not leveling up very quickly, I will say that. So she's still 14. I think she was 12 when I picked her out. He hasn't leveled up. However, my woodcutter seems to be doing pretty well. Yeah, he's already up to 25. I think he was like 15 when I got him. Anyway, eventually I will definitely move this out of the way. So I am working on the storage area, and I think I'm going to put it into the mountain right here. I am working on kind of a facade for it. I will go ahead and show you an image of what the storage area was going to look like on the previous server. I wasn't quite finished with it, but I had made some pretty good progress. I think all I had left to do was figure out how I wanted to do the very top of the roof, plus a little bit of interior decorating. But for now, I am going to have this... I'm going to have a similar facade on the outside. So it's going to kind of alternate different sections. So it'll have the it'll still have the dark oak and the white wool, and then we will be adding some more windows to it. I think I'm going to add a pathway that goes all the way across along this line right here. I've already kind of done a little bit of stair step right there. The main thing is I want to make sure that the pathways are wide enough so that way, you know, multiple villagers can walk through it at one point. So I will probably add another step or two here so that way they aren't pushing each other off. Definitely add some fences so that way they don't fall. And yeah, so I will continue working on this and we will see how things go. Oh, the other interesting thing is that now the I actually busted through to the other side of the mountain over here and into the little, there's a little middle section right here. Hello. So there will be an entrance over here. And I haven't decided exactly how large I want this to be. I want to make sure it's large enough so that way my villagers have plenty of space to put things, because eventually, once we start getting like real numbers of villagers, then they will need that space. But for now, villagers who are spawning in that corner are able to come up this way. I'll probably do an actual path and get in through this way, but the interesting thing is now it's making them wander all over the place. So I may end up just blocking this spot off until I'm ready to use it, but we'll see. As you can see, there's a little waterfall right there. I I will probably do some adjustments. Hello. Is that... yeah, still a farmer I don't want, because I already have 2 farmers. I kind of like where the waterfall is, but I might change it around, take it down temporarily, maybe have it start in this corner, and then have it flow over some of the buildings into like a little pond that's sequestered, so that way nothing falls into it. Another thing I'm thinking is I should just get some more villagers, because then maybe that will give me more impetus to actually get all the buildings done. So I'm going to go ahead and take these, also take these 2 emeralds that I mined, because I'm in Extreme Hills, and I'm going to get myself some more lumberjacks and maybe 1 more farmer, just so that way we can really get started making those emeralds. Ooh, I'm going to want a miner soon as well. But yeah, definitely another... let's see. Do I want 1 or 2 lumberjacks? We'll do 1 of those, and just to amp up our food production and make sure everyone has enough food, we'll do another farmer. Okay, so now I have 2 emeralds left. I am starting to get a little bit of wood and a little bit of food, but unfortunately it's just getting a lot of just different kinds of things. So eventually we're gonna have to, I mean, it might help if we specialize a little bit, so that way we get a lot of one item, and then we can work on getting more once we get all of the villagers in. And yeah, the woodcutter person, lumberjack, haha, that's the name, still likes to go to these trees over here. I've planted a couple more just to try and make sure that he stays close to the village. I went ahead and chopped some of the trees on the other side of this mountain to discourage him from going in that direction again. And yeah, I managed to get rid of the last of the sugarcane to keep the farmer from going that way. And yeah, so we're making a little bit more progress on the outside here. Let me show you what kind of space we got on the inside. This is not going to be a small storage area. Yeah. Here we go. I'm thinking that I might do a second entrance somewhere, or actually a third entrance somewhere. Actually, I should do it opposite here. We could have all sorts of entrances everywhere. The only thing is we just have to decide how large we want this storage area to be. Probably a little bit larger than this, just because if we do end up getting a lot of villagers, they are going to need lots of room, and yeah, inventory management is going to be a thing. So I'm probably going to start working on the inside here, at least get the floor done, and maybe start getting up some of the walls and figure out what shape we want to go with here. And then, yeah, we can continue working with the different entrances and exits, and then maybe even start working on some more dwellings for our villagers. That way they're not stuck in boxes. Ooh, it's daytime. What kind of nomads we get? Got that one right there. Is that the only one? I might be the only one. Who are you? You're a rancher. Rat. Not yet. But let's see. Let's see how much wood we got. Yeah, I know you're unhappy. Yep. Excuse me. Thank you. Alright. So we have about 2.5 stacks of oak. I'd rather not drop the value of oak and spears quite yet. But that's 8 emeralds. I'll think on that. So neither of these nomads are super great, but as much as I would rather have a farmer. And I think you have the higher intelligence, right? Yeah, you have 12 and you have 8. So it's not that much of a difference, but you are our new... come here, you. Come here. Get over here. Lumberjack. Thank you. Welcome. Which means I need to add another bed to this small house. Now, Tango added something where the houses really need to be large enough for the villagers to be happy, so this house won't do for 2 very well, but you know what, it's okay for the time being. Oh, I do have a little bit of wool with me. Where is my crafting table? Over here. Let's go ahead and make a second bed. And... alright. So at least now our new lumberjack will have a place to sleep. Hopefully there will be enough trees to keep them busy. If not, we will figure something out. In the meantime, let me go ahead and make another chair. Chair, get. There we go. And there. Lovely, cozy. Hopefully that will get up. There we go. Perfect. All right. So I'm going to keep working on the storage house. We're making progress. Has a floor. And even though you are not a farmer, you still have, what was it, 19 intelligence? Yeah, so welcome. Kasaki, you are our newest farmer. And it's finally time to get some emeralds, because I used the last two because I realized that the one villager that I just got didn't have a house. So now we're back up to 20 emeralds, which is more than we've ever had. But yes, now unfortunately the oak and the spruce are going to be worth less, which means we need to get started, or at least continue on with some other better stuff. Now you can see a little bit that I've done a little bit of work in here, and yeah, now it doesn't seem quite as large as I thought it did. However, here's some of my plans. So I'm thinking about having additional pathways and rooms come off of the upper levels, because the only the floor here will be seen as a storage area. So I'm not going to build a whole lot on this kind of wide level, just to allow for expansion. Like, we could push back the walls in a lot of these different areas and just make the storage room larger than it is right now, and that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I just want to make sure that the villagers will have access to the upper ways, and so we will go ahead, and once we start building those, we'll probably do houses and stuff up there. Then we'll create a second walkway that goes in front on this next level up here, and just kind of keep building up, and hopefully it'll work out. It'll be kind of a fun experiment just to see what happens. So as you can see, my villagers are once again hard at work. This is a new nomad. Who are you? You are not somebody I can afford right now. So we're going to keep going with this. We are fortunately getting a bunch of potatoes, so I will be able to trade those soon. And yeah, I'm going to probably get rid of this farm here, build it a little bit closer, so that way my farmers aren't having to go quite so far. Although this has been a nice source of wheat for myself, and I've managed to pick up a few sheep. I'll probably go around and either pick those ones up or kind of cull the population a little bit and get myself some meat, because they're going to go into essentially the lower floor here in the mountains. So we're going to have the sheep right here, and then this house right here will probably be replaced, and we'll do, you know, cows and chickens and other kind of stuff on this level. So we're getting close to moving out of this box, and hopefully moving out of this box and into our more permanent locations. Okay, so I pushed back kind of these little back walls a little bit as well, so we have plenty of room for chests here. Oh, I need to replace that with oak. So the last thing we really have to do is the ceiling, and that I think I can do once I move the token over, so this can actually be usable. I am not putting in all the chests yet because I don't want them to put items absolutely everywhere, so I only have these ones that are kind of in the front, and we can definitely add more as time goes on. This kind of goes back, yep, so that'll be another walkway there along with there. So yeah, plenty of places for the villagers to eventually go. They shouldn't go through any of these doors except for, like, the merchant and nomads might go through this one. But yeah, I'm getting pretty happy with how this is turning out, and I will work on the floor next, and I'll go ahead and do that right now. Now, this is what it's looking like from the outside. Yep, there is an air gap right there and a bunch of oak sticking out. So I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to do to kind of blend that into the rest of the mountain. But in the meantime, my villagers are working. We are slowly getting food and wood and getting things that we can trade with the merchant. And yeah, I already picked up a few more tokens just to kind of get ready for that. And so soon we will be getting all of these. Another lumberjack, because I need a chef. I think the miner is probably going to be next, and then followed by the blacksmith. I can make sure that my villagers stay fed. They may not be happy, but we can get to the happiness factor in time. But in the meantime, I somehow lost another farmer, so we're gonna have to get another farmer too, because I need. Yes. Alright, so let me go ahead and show you what I did on the inside. I'm gonna pick that up of the storage area. So I'm pretty happy for the most part with how it's turned out. And so this is how the ceiling's looking. I decided to kind of bring it up on the corners and meet in the middle. And yeah, I don't know if I'm sold on the oak, but at the same time it just looked really, really dark without the oak. So let me know what you think. Should I get rid of this? Yeah, words are hard. Should I get rid of this outer ring of oak and just leave the center? I managed to get some end rods, and I'm wondering if I'm thinking I might just go and get some glowstone and then stick that in the middle, maybe cover it with some trapdoors or something like that. I like the function of the end rods, but at the same time they do kind of stand out, especially among all the wood, especially with the little purple rim that they have there. I also stuck this little spot in the center just for some additional light, so I didn't have torches all over the floor, and also we can still put some more chests in the middle here without really getting in the villagers' way. So I'm actually really happy with this, how this has turned out. I might add some more decorations over time, just kind of seeing how things go. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. I am going to work on probably getting some dwellings going pretty soon. I've been digging out, well, not too much, but yeah, gonna get these sections started, and we're gonna get ourselves a village. So thank you so much for joining me today, and yeah, I'm sorry this has taken so long. My brain has just refused to work recently, and so thank you for being so patient, and I hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you did, feel free to hit the like button, and if you're enjoying this series, please subscribe. That would be wonderful. And I hope that you have a lovely day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!